Live and alert on the north side of the dirt. It's your man D-Real. It's Thursday, and that means we doing Thursday live. Come on in. Don't be shy. Say what up, what's popping, what's going on, how you feeling, how you doing with you and yours. Thursday is the day before Friday, and as you know, Friday vibing goes down on Friday, and I got an extra special. Well, I don't know if it's extra special, but it's definitely a special announcement. With regard to Friday vibing, we're gonna be doing something a little different. Something we hope everybody will enjoy. Me and my man Theo discussed it a little bit, and we decided. Well, I ain't gonna tell you. I'll wait till some more of y'all pull up in here because I see some of y'all in here and y'all ain't say hi. You know how we do. If you rock with me, Nation, you know you got to come in here and say what up, what up, what up. Hey, hello, hi, how you doing? Sorry you can't get through. Just leave your name and your number, and we'll get back to you. What can I say? I'm Generation X. I'm Golden Age Hip Hop. So I do Generation X, Golden Age of Hip Hop type things. I say Generation X, Golden Age of Hip Hop type quotes. So there is the president of the Black Panther fan group. Kamoyo King, what's going on? Ain't nothing to it but to do it, my guy. Y'all keep on sliding. I see y'all sliding, easing in. Okay, yeah, you on your way home, so you listening in. Okay, all good. You paying attention? You know what I'm saying? Long as you paying attention, man. I know sometimes when I'm driving and I am listening to Theo's live on Wednesday. Sometimes I'm driving. You know, I'm in transit, and sometimes I use the voice option, the voice, to be able to speak into my phone and it dictate what I say. I use that option, but sometimes it don't dictate 100, the way it's supposed to. And so I end up being stuck with some misspelled stuff. And sometimes it don't take, but you just misspell one or two things and your message means some whole different stuff. So trying to avoid that. Grand Madam in the building. She is saying hello, hey, hi. Kamoyo, you probably can't see it because you driving. And if you can see it, anyway, I don't want you to crash, dog. I got a little bit of everything tonight. I got some questions. I got some comments. We're gonna talk about the Chiefs. We're gonna talk about the Chiefs, and I believe that I am going to be ever so brief talking about the Chiefs tonight. Theo's in the building. What up? Your ears must have been burning because I was just talking about you. You make sure you present for the announcement tonight, my guy, because it is in regard to Friday vibing. All right, what do we have on the agenda tonight? On the agenda tonight, I got a couple things, and when I am done, I am done. Whether that be an hour, 2 hours, 45 minutes. I got my topics. We're going to speak our topics. And when I'm done with my topics, I'm done with my live. So I'm finding out through the magic of fooling with other social media sites, it don't take a long video to get views. It don't take an informative video to get views. They get views, but it doesn't take that. Sensationalism. Yeah, let's go ahead and play this game. What are we talking about tonight? We'll be talking about James Cameron. James Cameron got a movie coming out pretty soon. The third installment of Avatar. if we are appealed to say, hey, I'm getting ready to go in, I'm going to go see Avatar. Matter of fact, I'm going to get my tickets in advance. Why? Because here's my question. Does Avatar have that Star Wars, Star Trek, MCU, DCU kind of appeal as far as movies go? And I'm not talking about how much of a blockbuster it is or how much money it's made up until this point, because it's real important that we understand it's obviously not about the money. If James Cameron himself is quoted as saying, if Avatar 3 don't make no money, I'm not making a 4 or a 5. Did y'all hear that, Hollywood? That's why James Cameron is James Cameron. Also, I am going to do a little something with action figures. We're going to use Miles Morales. Questions. Of course, we're going to talk about Welcome to Derry, episode 6, Daddy's Little Girl is Crazy AF. Yeah, she crazy. She crazy. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out exactly how crazy that heifer is tonight. And we're going to do a comparison and contrast. I got a couple comparison and contrast that I want to ask you about and get your opinion on. And of course, I would not be me if I didn't hit you upside the head with some edutainment. And tonight, we're going to be edutating on a very famous person, historical figure, very famous. His name is used all the time. We don't even realize we're using his name, and we don't understand the ramifications behind it. But I'm gonna shed a little light tonight. I'm gonna educate you. I don't want to give the name away, because if I give the name away, y'all gonna get to Googling and AI and trying to figure out what I'm gonna say. And I'm like, nah, we ain't doing that. You get it when I get it to you, not when you trying to sneak online and be slick. I work here. All right. D, what the hell are you talking about with James Cameron? What's the problem with James Cameron? Nothing. Matter of fact, let me see if I can pull this article up. Oh, I'll do that. If Avatar 3 tanks. Here we go. Okay. Courtesy of IndieWire. The article title, James Cameron hints Avatar 3 could be the last in the franchise if Way of Water tanks. And James Cameron said this damn near a month ago. Okay. Turns out you can even count James Cameron among the skeptics as to whether there's enough interest in the Avatar franchise more than a decade removed from the original. That's the problem, Hollywood. That's your problem. That's your effing problem. You make a movie, it's good, and then you wait 18 bajillion years to make a sequel, and then by the time you make the sequel, don't nobody give a rat's ass about that franchise. So, Hollywood, if y'all like to spy on me, movie makers, if you like to spy on me and not give me the credit, well, you don't have to give me the credit, but y'all dumbasses should stop making movies 4 and 5 years later. You ain't even made Blade yet, Marvel Studios. So enough of that. There are a total of 5 planned Avatar movies dated up through 2028. Cameron, in an interview, admitted the story will be tied up after 3 should the next 2 movies underperform at the box office. Question. When you know the James Cameron movie to underperform? Since, and you can go look if you want to, since 1984, that man ain't missed when it comes to movies. Terminator, Aliens, Terminator 2, The Abyss, True Lies, Titanic. The man don't miss. Now, be that as it may, here's my next question. Who really gives a damn about Avatar? And if it wasn't so colorful and it wasn't so spectacular and it wasn't so much fun to go see in 4DX, I don't think nobody would be effing with it, honestly, because the story isn't anything we haven't seen before. And a movie is only as good as its protagonist and its antagonist. Sam Worthington, I'm going to go ahead and say it, no shade, he ain't the greatest actor. You know, when you're a terrible actor in some CG stuff and we still like, he's terrible. But somehow that movie's a blockbuster. Stephen Lang as Quaritch, not the worst villain, but he leaves a lot to be desired. I will say one thing, he's definitely tenacious. But I mean, it's not the characters or the story that make people connect to Avatar. It's the colors. It's the, you know what I'm saying? Everything jumping around and flipping and turning and flying and squawking and, you know what I'm saying? And so you like that. It's not that you like, see, I don't even know his name. I don't even know the main character's name in Avatar. He a big blue cat man that done had kids as of the second movie. He got kids now. Why is this good? I mean, and why is he even tripping? Why did he even need to announce that? Because if his movie don't do good, nobody's movies are going to do good. Whose movies do better than his? I'll wait. I mean, recently, maybe the MCU had for a little while, but even when the MCU was popping off, he threw Avatar out there and it banged out $1 billion with no effort. And wasn't that like 2018? I'm James Cameron. I don't give a damn what you doing. I'm coming to get my $1 billion. So why is he concerned about the performance of Avatar? He literally has never made a movie that failed. Hell, his documentaries were even interesting. So it's like, what you talking about, dude? You believe in the hype. You James Cameron, dude. You don't miss. You're like Hawkeye with an arrow. You know what I'm saying? So what is James Cameron worried about? You see what I'm saying? Why is James Cameron concerned about his movie not performing up to standard? I mean, people will stumble in the Avatar and watch it from a sideways view, and it still probably make like $1 billion without trying. The second movie, I was like, if I didn't go see that in 4DX, I would have been like, that was some trash. That was a trash ass movie. Because what did he do different that ain't been done in 1,000 movies before? As far as the hero's journey goes. You see what I'm saying? He didn't do nothing different. And it's real easy to predict the trajectory of a movie or even a series if you know the hero's journey. Following it to the letter. Right now, I think we're in tragedy. These fire people, they causing problems. And they sound like some hateful, vengeful ass people. And Quaritch going to end up running afoul of them and either teaming up with them or being an additional problem. At any rate, Sully, that's his name, Jake Sully. The name just came to me. Jake Sully and his family getting ready to have problems. And if you really want to make it good, unalive somebody. Maybe Sigourney Weaver's character. We're quite tired of her. So go ahead and unalive Ripley, and or should I say Blue Ripley, and let her go on into the sunset. Paul Martin, hello, sir. Who cares about Avatar? It's Dances with Wolves in Space anyway. I thought more like Pocahontas in space, but yeah, we still in that same realm of I'm gonna tap this resource and ain't nobody gonna know that's the resource I'm tapping because I'm making them blue. I see right through you, James Cameron. I know what that is. Kamoyo say MCU lowered the bar. Folks see past the spectacle now. Okay, so answer me this, Kamoyo. Does he have reason to be concerned about his movie tanking? Because no matter what time of year, no matter what was ascending, no matter what was going on, James Cameron movies got they guap. James Cameron movies are in the top 10. Period. As if to accentuate my point. The top 10 highest grossing movies of all time. Of the top 10 highest grossing movies of all time, James Cameron has 3 in the 10. Now, the 4 are Marvel, 1 is Star Wars, 1 is Jurassic Park, and the Chinese animated sequel to Ninja. Have we watched Ninja? Ninja 2, I believe, is getting ready to come out, or it's already out. But anyway, You should check that out. It's an interesting animated feature. Okay, Avatar, Way of Water, and Titanic are in the top 10 highest grossing movies of all time. What is this man worried about? Again, I say, people just go see movies of his because his name is on it. I don't see what he worried about. What'd you say, Kamoyo? Blipley? Yeah, Blipper. Asher. I saw the first movie. The special effects was cool. I never needed to revisit that world. Okay, but what I'm saying, just work with me for a second, Paul. It's not about you, dog. I'm saying, what is this man worried about from a movie perspective, from the success of stuff he's done? What's he worried about? That's like, if I'm the best pound for pound boxer in the world, and I know I'm getting ready to fight somebody whose ass I know I can kick, why am I sitting around worried about it? The only thing I need to do is not slip on my training, or not take, even though I know I can knock them out, don't take them for granted or underestimate them, because a lot of people became champions getting underestimated. When did those movies come out? What was the economy doing? Who was the president of the United States? Okay, I can answer that question by asking you a question, Kamoyo. I'm successful in 4 different decades. It don't fucking matter who was president. Because he been making hit movies since the 80s. He made hit movies in the 80s. He made hit movies in the 90s. He made hit movies in the 2000s. He made hit movies in the 2010s. That don't matter. What it is, I'm going to tell you what it is, and you might think it's mighty, mighty, mighty outlandish. He got some Illuminati shit going on. How? You've been making not just successful movies, blockbuster ass movies for 40 years. And ain't missed once. True Lies. Who was expecting True Lies to be a hit? Anybody? Was y'all like Arnold Schwarzenegger, Jamie Lee Curtis? That's finna be a banger. Said nobody. Tom Arnold? What movie with Tom Arnold in it is finna be a blockbuster? True Lies. That's all I'm saying. This man don't miss. Why is he concerned? Why is he tripping now? Does he see something, or does he know something that us as the laymen are not privy to? I mean, Hollywood insiders, blah, blah, blah. But I'm just saying, it's James Cameron. He might be looking at whether the economy will play a part. Now it's starting to play. Donald Trump effing with everybody's money, huh? But I thought he was in that bracket where he was unfuckwittable. He's a billionaire. Why would what's going on with the economy right now remotely affect him? He's in the 1%. There's a blasé attitude for a lot of folks about the movie going experience now. The second Avatar movie came out in 2022. We were still in the throes of COVID during 22, weren't we? Or just getting out of COVIDness, right? He still made $1 billion. Magic? What? He has defied all definable expectations. We trying to, I mean, trust me, before I came on this live and decided to open my mouth at all, I was sitting here thinking about how? Because if I was that dude, I wouldn't. The economy don't affect me. What's going on in the world don't affect me. How people are going to the movies don't affect me. What in the hell do I care? And then on top of that, what if it do tank? It ain't gonna be no skin off his back. He just said, I ain't making the other two because I ain't finna waste my money. If y'all ain't really coming, if y'all ain't coming to see James Cameron movies no more, then I'm not making movies no more. And you know what? That's a sentiment I can actually get behind if I thought it was going to be a problem with his movies. I don't know. Maybe after 40 years, people are tired of James Cameron. Maybe they like, we ain't going to go see Avatar 3. I don't want to see it. Me personally, I don't have a desire to see it. But if it's that thing where we sitting around and we done ate a whole bunch of food on Christmas and it's like, what you want to do? You gonna go to bed? Yeah, I'm gonna go to bed. Nah, let's go movie. Let's go see that Avatar movie. Let's go. Yeah, on a humbug. And maybe a couple 100,000 people was on that same humbug. I don't know. But this man has yet to make a flop or a movie that underperforms. All I'm saying, regardless of what's going on in the world, James Cameron always get his guap. No matter what time of the year, what decade, James Cameron always get his guap. He usually puts his movies out between Thanksgiving and Christmas. The time when everybody and their mama is going to the movies, regardless of what movie-going experiences are in whatever decade. Around Thanksgiving and Christmas, everybody's going to the movies. That's something to do besides shop. Everybody. You can't tell me. I mean, maybe not as much, but enough for James Cameron to get his money. Avatar 1, Obama. Avatar 2, Biden, different decade. Avatar 3, Trump, different decade. All I'm saying. Your argument is to Cameron himself because he clearly don't agree with you. The economy and people's confidence in spending is something giving him pause. All I got to say to that is we'll see. Seeing the bigger picture beyond Cameron, look at the MCU. None of the movies post Endgame are barely worth a first watch, let alone a rewatch. Okay. Cameron makes good Disney fodder that sells toys and merch. The MCU missed that memo. Well, it's dropping in about 2 weeks? We will see if the James Cameron hype is still the James Cameron hype or this economy has truly kicked everybody in the testicles. I, for one, would be incredibly shocked if it doesn't do well. That would signal the end of an era, for real. That's it. James Cameron movie didn't make no money. You know the last movie James Cameron made that didn't make no money? Piranha 2, The Spawning in 1984. The sequel to a B-ass movie, Piranha. And then they remade that movie. So we all fail once, but he learned from his mistakes and he has not duplicated it since. So I would be curious to see if it happens, if the economy makes it happen or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Some things change. Some things change. I am not above saying a James Cameron movie will fail, but I just gotta see that shit for myself, because in 40 years, you know what I'm saying? That's like saying, oh, I knew the World Trade Center was gonna happen. Yeah, it could be speculated that we may know how, but we didn't know how. We knew something was gonna happen, we just didn't know how. And that's what I'm saying with this. We know something's gonna happen, but we don't know if it's gonna be success or failure because James Cameron's involved. I'm not even hyped to see it for the Avengers Fool's Day trailer attached to it. Okay. Okay. So what I'm hearing in the chat, because y'all getting aggressive, I'm like, calm down, damn. Avatar 3 is gonna fail because of the economy, not because of James Cameron. And that's why James Cameron is, gotcha. I gotcha. But what happens if he continues to defy all logical freaking expectations? All's I'm saying. Because there's a lot of shit going on in the 80s that could have affected the economy. Definitely in the 90s. But I'm going to put it down right there because y'all coming strong. Well, Paul Martin and Kamoyo are coming strong in the comments like, mother, do you, what are you? Nah, breathe, y'all. It's good. Breathe. Okay. This is probably a good time to insert a historical moment. Is anybody out there familiar with the expression drunk as Cooter Brown? Have you ever heard that expression before? Drunk as Cooter Brown. Now, come on, you. I know there is a restaurant chain in Louisiana called Cooter Brown's, downtown Cooter Brown's. Do they explain where the name Cooter Brown comes from? Okay. Well, guess what? Okay, that's BS, Paul Martin, because I used to hear that all the time. Maybe it's a Southern thing, but yeah, I used to hear that all the time. Drunk as Cooter Brown. That, you know what? Everybody likes ChatGPT. I'm going to give you ChatGPT. Hear what ChatGPT say. Cooter Brown refers to the legendary figure in Southern U.S. folklore known for getting so drunk during the American Civil War that he was considered useless for military service, giving rise to the expression drunker than Cooter Brown. He is also the name of a popular oyster bar and tavern in New Orleans and a band. The most common story about Cooter Brown says he lived on the border between the Union and Confederacy and avoided being drafted by either side by staying drunk throughout the war. Wow. Who knew alcoholism was a way to dodge the draft? Some versions say he was a mixed Native and African American. And the crazy part about this whole thing, the legend says Cooter Brown, after the Civil War, became a flaming alcoholic. Flaming because his house caught on fire while he was drinking, and he was so drunk he couldn't get up to get out of the fire. And they also say that because he had so much alcohol in his system, Cooter Brown burned up completely. Just telling you what they say. This has been your strange and off-brand edutainment moment. Edutainment is what we do. We say, I've been there, got drunk there too. I bet you did. I was deprived, just heard of this at 58 years and 10 months, shaking my head. Yeah, Paul, there's a whole legend behind it. Stuff goes on outside of Brooklyn. Believe it or not, shit goes on outside of Brooklyn, bro. Well, I was going to roast the upcoming Avengers Doomsday trailer, but my label mate Theo B did such a great job. I felt like there wasn't no cherries or no frosting I needed to put on top of that. That was well done, perfect meal. I ain't effing with it. But what I will F with is we gonna have us some welcome to dairy moments, y'all. Now, I know some of y'all don't watch Welcome to Dairy, and that's okay. But some of y'all do watch Welcome to Dairy, and if you give me a minute, I can get everybody engaged in what's going on. Just bear with me. Anyway, the latest episode, or should I say the most recent episode of it, Welcome to Dairy, was episode 6, Daddy's Little Girl, where we discover Madeline Stowe's character has been getting tricked by Pennywise for a number of years, posing as her father, who was the original Pennywise the Clown. This woman, who works at an orphanage, has been taking orphans down to the boiler room to meet Pennywise. And you know what happens when little kids meet Pennywise. And after he gets rid of the kids, he takes the shape of her father. And they link up. And he's just like, oh, this is free lunch. She's bringing me meals. So Pennywise has never killed her because she's a resource. She brings me kids because she thinks I'm her dead daddy. So all I have to do is take the shape of her daddy and tell her to bring me a kid, and she'll keep doing it. And she did for a number of years. She's also, was in an affair with Mr. Grogan, who worked at, or did work at the movie theater, but now he's a notorious child killer. He escaped because the bus crashed. That was last episode. Now he hiding out on base. One of my favorite scenes, on the left, when baby girl takes that eye patch off and scares the shit out of the patties, completely worth it. It was like Mean Girls circa 1962. and she liked to dealt with her. On the right there, that is old girl's daddy. Well, it's Pennywise posing as her daddy. And she believes that's her daddy. Now, old girl and Richie got a thing going on. I guess little Richie like him Cyclops style. He bought her an eye patch. Girl, I got something for you. Can't have my boo around here walking around looking like Frankenstein. Here, girl, put this patch on. And then after that, she riding on the back of the bike with him, got her arms wrapped around his waist. Oh, this is my boo thing. He bought me an eye patch. And she took that mug off, was like, arr. Yeah. Oh my goodness. We say Theo the clown is out. Shoot, everybody in Derry is out of control at this point, man. Cause the ex-sheriff, he said somebody called, it was a woman, and dropped a dime. What other woman knew Grogan was on base with the black folks? That heifer right there. We're getting ready to have an event, guys. And the last thing we saw on this episode was like 8 truckloads of white people pull up in attack mode with masks on. So, you know what episode 7 about to be? The blackout. I don't know if I'm be able to handle the blackout. It's getting ready to be some nerve-rending stuff going on with the blackout. But seemed like everybody coming together, falling in love, look like Will falling in love with little Miss Grogan. But if we have read our Derry / Dark Tower history, we know he does not hook up with her. They do not get married. Mike Hanlon is not her child. So, just so you know, if I spoiled that for you, I'm sorry, but no, he might have a crush on her, and they might have a little thing during that summer or whatever. But yeah, they don't become man and wife. They don't link up. If continuity stays the same, if it changes, we know the folks over at Disney are real big on that. But I don't know that they're just gonna straight up cannibalize Stephen King's canon and change it into something else. But Blake Cameron James. That is the name of the actor who plays Will Hanlon. Question: who does Blake Cameron James remind you of? I'll give you a couple seconds to think about it. In comics, who does Blake Cameron James remind you of? Now, there has been a lot of speculation. We make a live action movie about Miles Morales. Who should play Miles Morales? Okay. Look at those two actors. Caleb McLaughlin from Stranger Things and Blake Cameron James from It, Welcome to Derry. Of these two actors, which one, excuse me, reminds you more of Miles Morales? Here, I give you a little help. Which one reminds you more of Miles Morales? That is the comic book iteration, that is the video game iteration, that is the television animated version, and the movie animated version of Miles Morales. Look more like the dude on the left or the dude on the right? Currently, the dude on the left is 24 years old. The dude on the right, significantly younger. If you was making a Miles Morales movie, which one of them would you cast? Caleb? Or Blake? Yeah. What do you say, Kamaya? Caleb can be Night Thrasher. I could see that. I could completely see that. I could completely see that. He could be Night Thrasher. He 100 could be Night Thrasher. Okay. Let's get this over with. Okie dokie 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 dokie. Well, I know somebody had asked me about if I was going to do a video regarding the Kansas City Chiefs. Yeah. And I'm gonna do it right now. I'm gonna do it right now. That is exactly what I'm getting ready to do right now. We're gonna talk about it and put it to bed once and for all. Give me a second here. JPEG. JPEG. Okay, whatever. All right. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Show me later. Show me later. Cooter Brown. Hey, I want y'all to go and share that with everybody you know. Share that Cooter Brown information. Even when next time you go to Cooter Brown, Kamoyo, tell them folks at Cooter Brown's, hey, y'all know where that name come from? Do you know where the name Cooter Brown come from? It'll be interesting to see if they do or they don't. But yeah. Let's get this out of the way because it's gonna be painful. Okay. Kansas City Chiefs. I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. I ain't gonna pussyfoot around it. I'm gonna just tell you straight up. They ain't going to the playoffs. I mean, we already assumed that, right? This is kind of a throwaway season at this point. 17 games. It would not surprise me if the Chiefs went 9-8. Just saying. They kind of just turned human. that championship DNA was not tapped into. I mean, don't get it twisted. Don't get it wrong. I love the Chiefs. I love the Chiefs. But they ain't going nowhere this year. Pat's not washed up. Pat's not done. I mean, Pat's doing all the work right now. But they done this year. Ain't nobody trying to do nothing. I mean, and then you add injuries and people who ain't a good fit for the team that they keep in and trying to work with them and doing all that kind of stuff. Meanwhile, you losing effing games. They ain't being nice to people. We trying to win. If you can't help us win, how they do when they get a first down? That away. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead on and, kick rocks. And there's a lot of people that aren't pulling their weight on the squad. And somebody gonna have to tell them piss or get off the pot. And they ain't telling them that. They too busy being nice to everybody. Oh, we're gonna go back next week and we're gonna work on it and we're trying to get it. And you went back next week and you worked on it and y'all got your ass whooped. You went back and you worked on it, and you got your ass beat again. You just kept getting your ass beat. So I mean, what is supposed to be? You know what I'm saying? $20 million. But leaning more towards 11. Somewhere between 20 and 11. I would say closer to 11. You ain't getting nobody. And see, here's the problem with the Chiefs. I think it's good that they have a season like this because now they'll be able to make a pick somewhere like midway, like middle of the first round. And so they'll actually be able to pick up some actual bomb-ass quality players instead of like getting the cast off and leftovers. Because when you like 4 or 5, you know what I'm saying, you 4 or 5 overall, you know, you finish the season like in 4th or 5th place, you don't get no quality picks unless you trade up and, you know, doing that kind of stuff. And they didn't do nothing like that this year. So the best thing for them right now is to go ahead and have a throwaway season so they can get some better D-backs. I mean, Trent McDuffie and the safeties are okay, but they need some corner help. They need some corner help because Connor is getting torched by everybody on that side. So it's like, put him on special teams or drop him down to the freaking practice squad or trade his ass because he is not DB1 material. And he's undersized. So all you got to do is put somebody out there like how they did when they played Dallas. And Pickens was eating his lunch. CeeDee Lamb was eating his lunch. You put a tall cat on Shamari Connor, he don't know what to do except get his lunch ate. Pull out his lunch box and just sit down on the field because they eating his ass up all day. D-line. Definitely needs some help on the D-line. Chris Jones can't do it by himself when he's getting double and triple freaking teamed. The front four got to be the front four, not the front one following everybody else following the front one. Linebacker core, solid. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no problem with Tranquil and Bolton. You know what I'm saying? And Chanel, they doing their job. Check our stats on how we stopped the run. Jonathan Taylor didn't get 100 yards on us when we played the Colts. Jahmyr Gibbs didn't get 100 yards on us when we played the Lions. We can stop the run. We know how to stop the run. Derrick Henry, we stopped the run. We know how to stop the run. That's not a problem. It's them folks out there getting torched. It's Connor and Hicks. Them cats need to figure out what they want to do at corner and play like they know how to play. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Hicks bounced between that and safety, but D-backs. They need D-backs. Do not trade Tyquan Thornton. Tyquan Thornton is utilitarian. Tyquan Thornton does special teams. Tyquan Thornton can get on the field, play wide receiver, and not just be out there running around. Tyquan Thornton can get on the field, get the ball, and get up the field. So, or catch one deep. So don't get rid of him. If y'all get rid of him, y'all are handicapping your receiving core. Your receiving core should be him, Rashee Rice, and y'all need one more WR1 that's a dog. You know, whether you trade up or get him in the draft, you need a WR1 if you got two WR1s, that's a threat. Because all anybody's looking for is Rashee Rice. Defense ain't tripping on Travis Kelce. Defense ain't tripping on Xavier Worthy because Xavier Worthy's fast, but Xavier Worthy ain't a good route runner yet. You know what I'm saying? So why, you know what I'm saying? They they playing with me. So I'm like, man, just go ahead, tank this season and go into the draft and get y'all some quality players and come back and run that division again. Because right now, they 3 games out of first? Week 11, it's a wrap. Week 12, excuse me, it's a wrap. You can win all the rest of these games and you still won't get in. So stop trying. Don't get nobody hurt because y'all trying to go all out. Just call it a day. You say, Kamoyo, Taylor Swift did it. Nah, if Taylor Swift did it, it would have happened the other way. But I get what you're saying. Yeah, I just told y'all. This is likely a blip, though. Doubt y'all destined to be doo-doo. No, I don't think we're destined to be doo-doo, but this year we are. I'm not saying it's going to be fair. Pat got 2-3 good years, maybe 4-5 good years left. You know what I'm saying? I ain't, he's still my guy. Travis, I don't know. You can go ahead and, because you don't look like you give a damn no more. Is what I see from Travis Kelce. He just look like I'm out here. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going ahead and finish doing what I do, and me and Taylor gonna go into the sunset together. It just is what it is. And Rashee Rice came back, too late to make his impact. You know what I mean? This year, which game hurt you in your spirit? That Buffalo game. Because that is what they're turning into the new rivalry. Josh Allen knows that's a rivalry. Patrick Mahomes knows that's a rivalry. You better effing play that game like it's a rivalry, like it's a damn playoff game. That's how you play that game. Because if it's a question of Josh Allen or Patrick Mahomes during the regular season, it's Josh Allen all day. What he's beat Patrick Mahomes 4-5 times in the regular season, but he's 0-4 against Pat in the playoffs. Go figure. Okay, so it could be argued either we know how to whoop y'all when we meet up, or we know how to whoop y'all when it matters. So Buffalo, when we lose to Buffalo, I take that kind of extra hard because Buffalo is the one team I do not want to lose to in the Give me one game that I can brag about during the regular season that we whooped them. Because what happened if we don't, like this year, we don't go to the playoffs? We ain't going to get to see them and whoop their ass in the playoffs because we ain't going to make it to the playoffs. Scares me? Nobody scares me, but I am very concerned about Denver because of that defense. They got some monstrous players on that defense. Hufanga is a dog. You know what I'm saying? He's in every play. He remind me of Troy Polamalu. You know what I'm saying? He's all over the field, everywhere. Every time you see Hufanga, he jumping on somebody or tackling somebody, putting a lick on somebody. Dude, he plays with reckless ass abandon. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I don't like seeing Hufanga. I don't like seeing Hufanga at all. And then Cortland, at wide receiver. That man is a whole problem. It could. Long as it fade out in the playoffs, they'll be fine. Because they more than likely going to take the division. San Diego can't beat Denver. I mean, not when it counts. Put it like that. Because they've never been able to do it. Maybe that one year, what was it? That one year they went and got their ass whooped in the Super Bowl by the Dallas Cowboys. That was only, and when they had Junior Seau, that's probably the only time the Chargers was scary. You know what I mean? During that era. But yeah. That's what I have to say about that. Okay. Woo! I had goodness. So Caleb or Cameron? Stranger Things or Welcome to Derry? Who does he look more like? Huh? Huh? That's your Miles Morales. That's your Miles Morales. Right there. That's your Miles Morales. Okay. Announcement time. Announcement time. How many of y'all are on TikTok? Y'all on TikTok? Y'all rocking on TikTok? Or you got access to TikTok? Well, it don't matter because we are thinking we want to do Friday vibing on TikTok. What y'all think about that? Ooh, excuse me. What y'all think about that? Me, I think it's a good idea because number one, we already know it ain't no freaking Scooby-Doo mystery that YouTube is crapping on me and Theo in a major way, and they keeping our numbers down. He said, "Vibe wherever you want to, my boy." Well, I don't want to be vibing wherever I want to, and I ain't got my peoples with me. I ain't got my Rock With Me Nation with me. I don't want, I don't want to just go vibing in crazy areas and must be like, "Who is that dude? He got a gray beard. I ain't listening to him. He's old." You know, I've literally heard young people say stuff like that. Listen to me, young people. Anyways, yeah. So I got my ordering done and should have a Werewolf by Night to go with that real soon. And maybe we'll have a werewolf fight or something like that. So I will drop the usual advertisements and let everybody know what's going down with the go down, and everybody should be able to pull up. Big time. We all are on TikTok. Someone can help Paul Martin ain't on TikTok. Oh, did you order like the basic one, or did you order the veteran one with the chainsaw and all that? Oh, here, I'll make it easy for you. You just got werewolves sitting around? Yes, I do. Look. I actually do have werewolves sitting around. There you go. All right. Oh, there. I always thought the howling werewolves had extra big ass ears. Oh, so you mean that one? Now him I will pull out because he's worth it. That howling werewolf got some big ass ears, come on, yo. His ears are like that long. That is a big figure. That's a big werewolf. That's a big werewolf. That's a really big werewolf. That's a big ass werewolf. Let's give him that. Let's give him that pose. Let's give him that pose. There you go. He's howling at the moon. How big is he? That's what Miles Morales looked like standing next to him. That's what Miles Morales looked like. That's what Miles Morales looked like, squared up with him. So, yeah, he a big boy. He a real big boy. I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. So y'all want to see the Howling Werewolf, I take it. I did a video. Dang. Y'all didn't watch the video? Shame on y'all. Shooting rabbits with elephant guns. Anyways, they said you have to be a Looney Tunes fan to get that one. He's got claws. I want the veteran one with the clothes and the gun and chainsaw. I want that one. Somebody need to get me that one for Christmas. Howling Werewolf. Yes, coming right. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 6, about to be 7 werewolves. I am going to have to put all of my werewolves together in a. Oh, I could have just showed you that. Yeah, that's a nice. It's thin. You know what I'm saying? It's not a really like muscular looking werewolf like that, like the warg is. But it's got accessories, so we like accessories. Difficult for him to stand without a stand. So I like that they gave us a stand. Silver bullets, my ass. Yeah, he's a pretty substantial sized lycanthrope as well. And that's the head where the mouth opens really wide. Okay. Have him rear back and do it like that. Howling at the moon. That cuts a nice figure. I thought I was a couple times I was real close to getting the American Werewolf in London werewolf, but I don't know. I might still. Okay. Yeah, he's got a nice furry neck. But y'all saw all of that. When I got this figure, I went and watched the Howling. You know what I'm saying? And that Howling transformation, I think, was like a watermark in werewolf movies. Because, well, actually, no, the Howling came out before American Werewolf in London. So the Howling, they came out the same year, I think, but the Howling came out before American Werewolf in London. I like American Werewolf in London. I feel like was the better werewolf, but the Howling was the better werewolf movie. Does that make sense? At least I think so. I mean, I could, yeah, we you know. He's got a couple of heads. So we got this head where the mouth doesn't open up. That's just a snarl face. Looks really wolfy though. I like it. And then we've got the other werewolf head, which is exactly like the head that is on the figure, except there's no blood in his mouth and you can't work the jaws. It's just open. So, oopsie, that's just a snarling mouth. That's all you get. So, yeah, that transformation in the first Howling movie was something. And I remember talking about that in high school. You see his head was bubbling and stuff, and he reached in there and he pulled that. Yeah, that transformation was indeed something. The Howling character is made by NECA, by the way. So y'all need to give NECA some play, man, because NECA's got some nice stuff. They really and truly do. I mean, they focus a lot on turtle stuff, but NECA got stuff. NECA got a whole gargoyles line. I mean, so if it's some stuff, if it's some stuff you can find to fool with NECA, if you can't find a niche, but NECA's a good toy line, a very good toy line. I like it, and I think yous will too. Miles been with me most of the night. A lot of people don't, so Miles still hanging out with her brother. Thank you, Miles. Thank you, Miles, for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. Videos I have coming up soon. I have a video, and I'm kind of going on a different path, off the beaten track. I am going to pull out Blackfire. I am going to pull out Fatality before she was a Star Sapphire. And I am going to pull out Green Lantern, John Stewart. So we're going to write a script for that. And I don't know if y'all were keeping up with recent issues of I believe it was Green Lantern Corps. Blackfire stated on several occasions that she would like to smash John Stewart. I mean, didn't make no bones about it either. Told folks straight up, oh. And I can throw Shiera into that mix too. Get ready for the triangle. Well, it ain't a triangle now. It's a love square, huh? Yeah. So who gonna be who these ladies is upset at each other because they all like John Stewart. Oh, you know what? I even have a Katma action figure. Oh, this could get real serious. Yeah. That idea is clicking. The idea is turning. John Stewart, the many loves of John Stewart. Yeah, I think we could do that video, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and make that happen. All right. Also, too, what do y'all think about making the Sky Cycle into a Panther mobile? Well, I got Miles here. Let's see. Keep going back, Miles, because we're going to use you as the test subject. Sit still, Miles. This won't hurt a bit, boy. Put Miles right there like that. Good thing Miles got some bend in him. Got some bend in his back. Okay. I didn't use grip hands. I just used palm hands. But I think Miles will stay. Yeah. arms right. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Huh. Yeah, and I'm thinking maybe following the pattern on the glass there and making it look like a panther mask. Can you see that? And then just have enough right there at the top where you can see, and it's glass. So yeah, yeah, and paint this whole joker purple and black. It's a wrap. So yeah, that goes on the list of custom ideas. Moyo say yes, please. Okay, say yes. Say less, Mr. President. He said, but she said more. T'Challa need that Kanye do. That's a solid idea. I really don't even use the Hawkeye it came with. I prefer the other look I have, so why not make it a Panther cycle? Well, actually, Theo, I bought another Sky Cycle. They had the Sky Cycle like on eBay by itself, I think for like $10.99, something like that. I'm like, that's a Panther mobile. You know what I'm saying? And immediately copped that sucker. And yeah, got all the parts to it. So Panther cycle it is, y'all. Panther cycle it is. Okay. It's 7 o'clock. It's 7 o'clock on that dot. Let me shut it. Anyway. Yeah, because I didn't want to. I still want Hawkeye to have one, but I'm gonna make that look so. I wonder, could we put a back? Could we put a back on that so it has a seat? And well, what am I saying? Of course we can put a back. Of course we can put a back on it. That'll make it look that much better. So yeah. And throw T'Challa on this piece after it's all done. Hey. We got Black Panther at the house, y'all. What you say, D? We got Black Panther at the house. If it can be conceived, it can be achieved. I didn't originate that quote, but it is so applicable, especially with the Rock With Me Nation. Well, because we conceive a lot of stuff. Also, too, yeah, I am getting my Avengers together for my Avengers versus Defenders storyline. Got to break out the Loki. Got to break out the Dormammu. And I've got all the members of the Avengers. I need to make me a makeshift swordsman. I need somebody to stand in as swordsman. And what I was thinking for swordsman, I've already got a ninja I can use, but I want to put a Kree Sentry head on it and paint it purple. You know what I'm saying? Because the Kree Sentry, they've got that crest like what swordsman has on his head. And yeah, I got a crazy sword. So, and just give him a sword and boom, you got a swordsman. And then Mantis, and that's an easy one. Just take, I got the Guardians of the Galaxy Mantis head. I can just pop that head off and put it on a different body. Boom, you got Mantis, and the rest of the Avengers I already have. So, and then y'all saw my picture of the Defenders last week. So that's all of the Defenders who participated in the Avengers Defenders War, minus Nighthawk. And that's crazy. There were more Avengers than there were Defenders, and the Defenders gave the Avengers hell. Scarlet Witch and Vision had a hard time against the Silver Surfer. Mantis and Black Panther had a hard time against Doctor Strange. Go figure. I think pound for pound, aren't the Defenders a more powerful team? I mean, depending on what lineup the Avengers have, unless they are powerhouses, the Defenders are already mostly powerhouses. What was the original lineup? Namor, the Silver Surfer, the Hulk, and Doctor Strange. They didn't even need Valkyrie and Hawkeye. Because remember, at that time, Hawkeye was a defender. And then we got a Stone Black Knight. I got some ideas on that too. I'm about to blow your mind with that also. But those are two projects that I have coming down the pike. Also, I want to do the original Avengers. These are 3.75 inch figures, by the way. Little under 4 inches. But a 6-inch Loki is going to look gigantic up against these Avengers. Or I could use my 5-inch Avengers that come in from the Toy Biz run. Yeah, I might do that. Okay, and that's enough. Cause you know what I'm saying, I'm hitting you with the nostalgia. I want you to go back. You know, how far back? Way back in time. I want you to remember those days when all of that stuff went down. But look here, like I said before, I'm here for a good time, not a long time, as my man Theo say. About an hour in, but like I said, as long as it takes is as long as it takes, and it didn't take that long. So, like I said, y'all be checking for the Friday Vibing live on TikTok. And probably what I will do is I will just link. I could probably do it simultaneously, but probably should just do it from TikTok. Either way, TikTok gonna be involved one way or another. So that's what we're looking at. Now, Rock With Me Nation, as I said always, I appreciate y'all coming out. I appreciate y'all pulling up. That's it for now, but fret not, I'll be coming at y'all with another one of them other ones. And until I do, y'all be good. Be good to each other. Sideways.